comes a digger, a black and yellow digger, helping all the men on the building site. Digging and dumping, a pushing and a shoving, never gonna stop till the job's done right. Here comes a digger, and here comes Builder Ted too. Weh-hey! Here he comes, here he comes, here comes a digger today. Here comes a digger!
Hello and welcome to Here Comes a Digger. I'm Uncle Nick.
Hello, Uncle Nick.
Hello, children. And this is a friend of mine, Digger Pete. He's on his way to meet our friend, Builder Ted, to teach him all about diggers at Digger School.
Good morning, Ted. Welcome to Digger School. You're here today to drive lots and lots of machines out there and also to pass your digger test. I'm glad to see you wearing your high visibility vest so everybody can see you out there on site. But one thing you're missing, and that's your hard hat. OK, Ted. Now we're ready to go.
And now Digger Pete's off to start his busy day at Digger School. But Builder Ted's still inside finishing his tea. That lazy little bear. Now you must remember to keep your eyes open for him. In the meantime, let's take a look at some of the amazing machines we're going to see today.
Hey, look over there at the yellow digger. There's a dozer and a crane and a dumper too. There's a grader, water smooth operator. Everybody's working hard the whole day through. Dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin' mud, diggin' mud. Dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin' mud, diggin' mud. Hey, look over there at the concrete mixer. There's a grabber and a truck and a loader too. If the roll is broken down, we can even fix her. Got to keep the job on time, 'cause we're on the move. Dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin' mud, diggin' mud. Dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin' mud, we diggin' mud.
3, 2, 1. Wow! Aren't the explosions on this demolition site amazing? To pull down what's left, they use diggers, called excavators, to rip the building apart. This excavator has giant metal jaws to bite into the building and pull it down. Yummy!
Don't stop digging, don't you stop.
But it's dusty work, so they spray water to keep it all down. We wouldn't want the builders to end up covered in dust from head to toe.
No, Uncle Nick.
This excavator is very powerful, and its job is to scoop up all the rubble and concrete that the other machine has bitten off the building.
Don't stop digging, don't you stop.
Once it's all been collected, it's the turn of this little orange digger to sort through the mess and collect up all the stones and concrete ready to be recycled and reused.
We think it looks like a dinosaur.
A Tyrannosaurus Rex, maybe.
Don't stop digging, don't you stop.
The stones are then loaded into this truck, which can hold up to 40 tons. That's heavier than a double-decker bus.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is. Now here comes a dump truck. It has hydraulic arms that it uses to lift up the hopper, which holds all the stones, and then it dumps them out. The hydraulic arms work through liquid being pumped into cylinders that make the arms extend, like a telescope. Good question, kids. They're recycled in machines, like this absolutely enormous giant crusher. It's as tall as a block of flats, this one. The stones are tipped in by machines called loaders. They then creep up a conveyor belt and into the body of this giant, where they're crushed. They're hammered and bashed into smaller stones and dust that can be used to build roads or make concrete. But more about that later. This loader is a Cat 992 wheel loader, and its bucket can carry 25 tons in one go. That's like picking up 20 of your daddy's cars.
That's amazing!
It has big metal chains on its wheels, like a knight's armour, that protect them from all the stones with sharp edges, because the last thing we need here is a flat tyre. Now let's leave all these machines to finish their jobs and see what Digger Pete and Builder Ted are up to. There's Digger Pete, but where's Builder Ted? Can you see him?
Yes, he's over there!
Where? What? Oh no, back there. No, there, he's not there. Oh yeah, wait a minute. I spot him. There he is. He's in the bucket.
Builder Ted, a little bear with a sleepy head. Get up, get going, let's have some fun. We're on to the floor, there's work to be done.
Come on, Builder Ted. Stop dancing and start driving this backhoe loader. It's 3 machines in one. A digger, a tractor and a loader. So there's a lot to learn.
Okay Ted, today you're going to be driving a JCB 3CX. The first thing you must always remember is the 3 B's. Be safe, be alert and be aware. Now I'm going to teach you how to raise the bucket and open the claw. These 2 levers here Ted. First lever here, to lower the bucket and push it forwards, like so. To bring the bucket back up, you pull the lever backwards. See this one Ted? You push it forwards to open the claw, and you pull it backwards to shut the claw. You got all that Ted? Okay Ted, what we're going to do now is learn how to operate the back arm. So we're going to spin round, make sure the seat's locked in place. Okay, first things first. To make the old arm go left or right, we push this lever diagonal. This turns the arm to the left. Okay Ted, to make the arm go forwards, we push it diagonal again. Look at that, right up into the sky. See that Ted? We need to lower the legs Ted. To do so, we push these levers here. Look at that, we're going in the air. So are you ready now, Ted?
Let's start her up so Builder Ted can practice driving the digger. While Builder Ted's practicing, I think we should take a look at the crushed stones we saw earlier being made into concrete. So this giant loader pours the stones into the hopper. The stones then travel up the conveyor belt and into a storage bucket. From there, they're swished along another conveyor into a concrete mixer, where they're swirled and swooshed with water, sand and some other magic ingredients, like cement to make concrete. Steady as she goes. As you know, concrete is wet and sticky, so it needs to be carried in these big rotating drums so that it doesn't turn solid before it's used. It only takes 4 minutes to fill one of these, and they can carry up to 6 cubic meters of concrete. So, with all this concrete around, let's sing the concrete song.
1 step, 2 step, sticky feet. You better watch out for the wet concrete. You better watch out, 'cause it's all about, or you'll sink down to your toes. 1 step, 2 step, sticky feet. You better watch out for the wet concrete. You better stay alert in the mud and dirt, or you'll sink down to your nose. Mix it up and pour it out. Spread that concrete all about. 1 step, 2 step, sticky feet. Who's stepping in the wet concrete? 1 step, 2 step, sticky feet. You better watch out for the wet concrete. You better be aware, 'cause it's everywhere, and you'll sink up to your, hey, where do you go? Mix it up and pour it out. Spread that concrete all about. 1 step, 2 step, sticky feet. Who's stepping in the wet? Who's stepping in the wet? Who's stepping in the wet concrete?
Well, that was fun, kids. And remember,
Don't get stuck in the concrete.
here we are laying a road surface, and phew, it's hot work. Another use for the stones from the giant crusher is when they're mixed with a black oily substance called bitumen. It makes bitmac, which is used to surface the road. Bitmac is very, very hot, 160 degrees in fact, so it needs to be delivered straight to the road laying machine called a paver. Once safely in the machine, the bitmac is pulled and pushed along by a series of metal discs until it pours out the back, where the machine vibrates to lay it out smoothly and evenly. But there are some parts of the road that are just too small for this monster machine, so these are done by hand. Now it's the turn of the rollers to squish the bitmac down. We don't want to leave any bumps in the road, do we now?
No, Uncle Nick.
These rollers are very heavy, with each water-filled drum weighing up to 6.5 tons, which is heavier than an elephant. And it's that heavy weight that squishes the bitmac down. Now let's see how my favourite little bear is getting on. Where has he got to now?
There's Build-A-Ted in a bucket.
Really? In the bucket? But where? Surely
He's
not.
there, Uncle Nick.
So he is, that cheeky little bear is having a snooze in the bucket of the digger.
Build a tent, a little bear with a sleepy head. Get up, get going, let's have some fun. We're far to the floor, there's work to be done.
What are those codes for, Uncle Nick?
Oh, Digger Pete is using them to teach Build-A-Ted to drive the machine. After all, it's pretty tricky driving on a real building site.
Watch out, Build-A-Ted.
Oops! Well, don't worry, he's going to try again. Steady as she goes. Isn't he doing well? Nearly there.
Congratulations, Build-A-Ted.
Oh yes, congratulations. Now let's leave Build-A-Ted to practice some more. I think he might need it. come and meet some more of my friends. Foreman Frank, Site Manager Dave, and Construction Kev. They're planning a big build and need lots of exciting machines to help them. Now, which ones would you like to see first?
The digger and dumper.
This 45-ton digger can lift 6 tons in its bucket. Its job here is to collect soil for the dump truck to take to other areas of the site. This dump truck is a Volvo A40 and it's too big and heavy to be used on roads, so it lives on the building site. But before the digger can continue with its work, it needs to be filled with fuel. This giant digger takes 60 litres of diesel. That's over 40 bottles of lemonade. Yummy! Start the pump. Fill her up, please. Oops. All done. And now it's back to work.
But what's the earth used for?
That's a good question. The dump truck takes it off to other areas of the site where it's used to level out the ground.
Here comes a digger, a black and yellow digger, helping all the men on the building site. Digging and dumping, a pushing and a shoving, never gonna stop till the job's done right. Here comes a digger, and here comes Builder Ted too. Hey! Here he comes, here he comes, here comes a digger today. Here comes a digger, a black and yellow digger, helping all the men on the building site. Digging and dumping, a pushing and a shoving, never gonna stop till the job's done right. Here comes a digger, and here comes Builder Ted too. Hey! Here he comes, here he comes, here comes a digger today. Here comes a digger!
So the dumpers tip the earth here and the bulldozers and rollers level it all out.
But why, Uncle Mick?
Because if the site isn't all level before building starts, the houses would be built all lopsided, and you wouldn't want to live in a lopsided house.
No, Uncle Mick.
And this is a bulldozer with a flat drum attachment, and it's used to spread out the soil.
Don't stop digging, don't you stop.
This is called a padfoot roller, and those square metal bits on its wheels punch down the soil like lots of hammers, so it's all flat and tight. And then the rollers use their heavy, heavy drums to squish it all down and make it smooth and ready to build.
Don't stop digging, don't you stop.
Now what's that digger got there? Ah, a drainage pipe. When it rains, the ground gets all wet and muddy. If your house was built on mud, it would sink. So the pipes drain all the water away. The digger's bucket acts like a giant hand to slot the pipes into place. Then they need to be covered up and hidden. Oh my, this digger's really working hard. Now look at this funny machine. Do any of you have any remote control cars? Well, this one's driven by remote control too. This teeny weeny roller smooths and compacts the ground, just like the bigger ones, only it's so small it shakes to push the earth down. It's Digger Pete, but where's Builder Ted? Maybe he's already in the digger. No. He's late for his lesson again. Has anyone seen him? Have you seen him, children?
Over there!
Over where? Oh, I haven't seen him. Oh, no, just a minute. Now, hang on a second. Wait, just over a little bit. Ah, yes, I did see him. He's there, snoozing in the rubble. Oh, that lazy bear.
Build a tent, a little bear with a sleepy head. Get up, get going, let's have some fun. We're on to the front, there's work to be done.
Looks like Digger Pete isn't very happy with Builder Ted for being late. Let's hope the lesson goes well. Very good, Builder Ted. Nice digging. Wait, what's going on? This can't be right. Oh no, the digger's out of control. Oh, look at all that smoke.
Oh no!
But don't worry, children. Digger Pete will fix it. Now, what seems to be the problem? The fan belt? A break in the fuel line? An oil leak, maybe. Looks like even Digger Pete's not sure. Let's leave him to fix it while we go and see some more construction machines on Here Comes a Digger. Welcome to what'll be the world's largest stadium. To build something so large, we're going to need a lot of help from some really gigantic machines. Can you guess what they are?
Cranes! I'm a crane, I am big and tall. I'm the giant on the building site. I can lift up 1,000 tons and more. I can lift up a house, that's right. I stand up tall, reach up high. I'm not small, I can touch the sky. Arm out long, I swing out wide. I lift that load up high, high, high. I'm a crane and I hook things on, like the steel and the bricks and the rock. I'm big and strong and the legs so long, I can lift them right to the top. I stand up tall, reach up high. I'm not small, I can touch the sky. Arm out long, I swing out wide. I lift that load, oh my, oh my. I'm a crane, I am big and tall. I'm the giant on the building site.
Now this is another huge crane. It can lift up to 1,000 tons. The crane is lifting a temporary platform for our workmen to work from, and it's heavy.
Don't stop digging, don't you stop.
So the crane doesn't tip over when lifting up such mighty loads. It has super heavy weights attached to its base, called ballast. Can you see them there? This truck was delivering some of that ballast to a crane, but it was so heavy that it got stuck in the mud.
Don't stop digging, don't you stop.
Now let's see if this digger can help. Come on, push!
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 Oh no, that didn't work.
Don't worry. Maybe if we pull it as well. Well, it looks as though we might be stuck here for a while. With all the mud about, the machines get very dirty, and this red loader needs a bath. Ah, it's a magic bath. The machine has turned yellow.
No, it hasn't, silly Uncle Nick. That's a different machine.
Oh, silly me. So it is. What a busy day we've had. But before we go, let's take a look at all the different machines we've seen today.
Hey, look over there at the yellow digger. There's a dozer and a crane and a dumper too. There's a great water smooth operator. Everybody's working hard the whole day through. Dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin' mud, diggin' mud. Dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin' mud, diggin' mud. Hey, look over there at the concrete mixer. There's a grabber and a truck and a loader too. If the roller's broken down, we can even fix her. Got to keep the job on time, 'cause we're on the move. Dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin' mud, diggin' mud. Dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin', dig a dig 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 a diggin' mud. We diggin' mud.
Well, it's the end of our day, and thank you for joining us on Here Comes a Digger. Did you have fun? I did, and we saw some fantastic machines, didn't we?
Yes, we did, and we loved it.
Now all that's left is to find out how Builder Ted did. Do you think he passed his test? Let's go and see.
Okay, Ted, we've had a great day out there. We've had a few minor mishaps though, with the bollard and the smoke coming out of the engine, but it wasn't your fault. But it gives me great pleasure in saying that you've actually passed your digger school test. Well done, Ted.
Well done, Builder Ted.
Yes, well done. See you again soon.
Bye.
Goodbye. Now, children, before I go, there's just one thing I want you to remember. Building sites are not playgrounds. They are extremely dangerous. So, in order to stay safe, you just have to remember this one rule. Never go on a building site. Can you remember that? Let's say it together. Never go on a building site. Goodbye.